Hello and welcome back to the channel. This is Ramesh sir and you're watching Ramesh sir's lecture series. This is going to be our lecture series 3. In our previous lecture, we exclusively talked about the concept of science fiction. Science fiction is any imaginative story which talks about science. Now, in this session, we have a beautiful and a marvelous story written by H.G. Wells. Herbert George Wells. Herbert George Wells was popularly known for writing didactic literature. You may ask me, what is didactic literature? Didactic literature is any literature in which the writer or the artist has an aim to teach. He gives the moral messages. He wants to teach us something. He gives instructions. That is what we call as didactic literature or didactism. Now, before proceeding, let's analyze the title of the lesson, Footprints Without Feet. Is this possible that you see the footprints but there are no feet? Or can a man become invisible? This is a question. Is this possible in real life that a man makes something like drug, like medicine, and he makes himself invisible? Is this possible in real life? And that's why I already told you anything can happen in literature. And this is what happens. You are seeing at footprints, but there were no feet there. So, let's deal with the text. I may be switching between the two languages so that the readers may understand fully what the message I am going to convey. The two boys started in surprise at the fresh muddy imprints of a pair of bare feet. What was a barefooted man doing on the steps of a house in the middle of London, and where was the man? Now, two boys were walking and they got very confused. They got shocked when they looked at the footprints and there was no man. And it was happening in the middle of London. Now they were thinking to themselves, where was the man? And as they gazed, a remarkable sight met their eyes. A fresh footmark appeared from nowhere. So when they were looking at this footmark, they were gazing and gazing. Now a fresh footmark appeared, but they couldn't see from where it was coming. They were completely shocked. Now, if we think in real life, if we met such a situation, what will we do? क्या हम शॉक नहीं होंगे? या ऐसी सिचुएशन जो कि ह्यूमन इमेजिनेटिव या रियलिस्टिक जो हमारा डोमेन है हमारे दिमाग का, अगर उससे बाहर कभी कोई इंसिडेंट होता है, what will be our reaction? This is something to be noted at. Okay? Further footprints followed, one after another, descending the steps and progressing down the street. The boys followed, fascinated, until the muddy impressions became fainter and fainter and at last disappeared altogether. Now both boys, they were following those footprints. वो पीछा कर रहे थे उसका और आहिस्ता से वो डाउनस्टेयर्स आ रहे थे and they were progressing down through the street. वो बाहर की तरफ पैर जा रहे थे and they followed the footprints. Okay, but at the same time they were shocked, they were fascinated. Okay, why were they fascinated? Because they saw footprints but there was no man. This is something unusual and extraordinary affair. So, and their mind was asking a question that where is the man? If they are looking at the footprints, where is the man? So, when they followed the footprints, they were getting fainter and fainter. जब वो उस फुटप्रिंट के पीछे पीछे दौड़े तो आहिस्ता आहिस्ता से जो मडी इम्प्रिंट्स थे वो आहिस्ता आहिस्ता से फेंट होते गए. द एक्सप्लेनेशन ऑफ मिस्ट्री वॉज रियली सिंपल इनफ. The bewildered boys had been following a scientist who had just discovered how to make the human body transparent. Actually, the mystery was very simple. It was actually none but the scientist, and whose name was Griffin. The confused boys, they were following actually a scientist. वो असल में किसका पीछा कर रहे थे? एक scientist का, and he was a very brilliant scientist. You just imagine that scientist who has discovered a drug through which he can make a human body invisible. Such was his genius. इतना बड़ा वो काबिल था, इतना बड़ा वो जीनियस था कि उसने एक ड्रग बनाया ताकि वो अपने आप को ट्रांसपेरेंट बनाए. And he did that. So these footmarks were actually belonging to this person who was scientist. Griffin was his name. Griffin the scientist had carried out experiment after experiment to prove that the human body could become invisible. Finally, he swallowed certain rare drugs and his body became as transparent as a sheet of glass, though it also remained as solid as glass. Now, who he was? He was the scientist. Griffin was his name. He was making actually a drug, doing experiments on experiments, okay, so that he can prove that there is a medicine through which we can make ourselves invisible. एक बहुत ही जीनियस साइंटिस्ट था जो एक्सपेरिमेंट कर रहा था ताकि वो एक ह्यूमन बॉडी को इनविजिबल बनाए. एंड फाइनली व्हेन ही डिस्कवर्ड द ड्रग he just swallowed the certain drugs and his body became all transparent as a sheet of glass and as solid as glass. इतना वो transparent बना कि वो जैसे sheet of glass था, या आप कह सकते हो he was as solid as a glass. Okay, brilliant scientist though he was, Griffin was rather a lawless person. His landlord disliked him and tried to eject him. In revenge, Griffin set fire to the house. To get away without being seen, he had to remove his clothes. Thus, it was that he became a homeless wanderer, without clothes, without money, and quite invisible, until he happened to step in some mud and left footprints as he walked. Now, this is actually the summary of what the two boys they experienced. What they saw there. Okay, actually Griffin was a very brilliant scientist. He was having all the genius of scientific technology, but as far as the humanity is concerned, as far as the human feelings are concerned, he is considered to be a lawless person. अगर हम ग्रिफिन को एनालिसिस करेंगे as a scientist and as a man, तो as a scientist he was very much brilliant, but as a person, as a man, as a human being, he was a lawless. Okay, he was not having etiquettes, and what he did, okay, then we just say a statement. जब हम कोई statement देते हैं कि ग्रिफिन जो था वो lawless person था, now do you have any evidence through which you can prove he was a lawless person? क्या आपके पास evidences है? His landlord disliked him and tried to eject him. In revenge, Griffin set fire to the house. Now, his landlord, where he was living, he always wanted to eject him, to just throw him out from the house. And in revenge, what did the Griffin do? He set fire to the whole house. उसने सारे घर को आग लगा दिया. और वहाँ से भागने के लिए जब वो वहाँ से उसको निकलना था, just he removed his clothes off. Okay, ताकि जैसे ही आपने कपड़े निकालेगा, he'll become all transparent. Nobody can see him and he'll become invisible. So one thing is here important, that whenever he puts on his clothes, he would become visible. But whenever he removes off his clothes, he is all invisible. Nobody can see him now. ओके, अब ये जो भाग के आया था वहाँ से, आग लगा के आया था उसके घर को, तो जब वहाँ से भागा तो उसने कपड़े निकाले और वहाँ से सामने से मड आया तो उसके पाँव उस मड में गए थे। और जो 2 लड़कों ने वहाँ लंदन में जो फुटप्रिंट्स देखे थे वो असल में इसी स्टोरी के बाद वो वाला इवेंट हो गया था। आई होप ये वाला पोर्शन आपको थोड़ा सा समझ आया। Now we have another paragraph. He escaped easily enough from the boys who followed his footprints in London. But his adventures were by no means over. He had chosen a bad time of the year to wander about London without clothes. It was midwinter. The air was bitterly cold and he couldn't do without clothes. Instead of walking about the streets, he decided to slip into a big London store for warmth. Now see, he escaped from that place very easily because he was having a power. And what was that power? To just remove off his clothes. Okay, was this really a power? Quote unquote. So, when he escaped from that place, okay, he threw off his clothes, he came into the mud, he left the foot marks in the city of London, okay. बट हिज एडवेंचर्स, उसके जो अंदर के जो ख्वाहिशात थे वो अभी भी पूरा नहीं हुए थे. ही वॉन्टेड टू डू समथिंग, ठीक है. एंड सी, वाई डिड ही मेक हिमसेल्फ इनविजिबल? वाई ही वॉन्टेड टू बिकम इनविजिबल? दिस इज ए क्वेश्चन टू ऑल ऑफ अस. वो क्यों इनविजिबल बनना चाहता था? क्या उसका कोई एम था? अगर कोई एम था, व्हाट वाज दैट एम? ठीक है. दिस क्वेश्चन विल बी एनालाइज्ड लेटर ऑन. ओके, लेट्स डिस्कस द टेक्स्ट इटसेल्फ. नाउ व्हेन ही जस्ट एस्केप्ड फ्रॉम दैट प्लेस, इट वाज ऑल विंटर, चिली विंड वाज देयर. ओके, बहुत ही ज़्यादा ठंड थी वहाँ पे, कोल्डनेस थी वहाँ पे बहुत ज़्यादा. तो इसके पास कोई कपड़े भी नहीं थे, ठीक है. और ये जब रास्ते से चल रहा था तो इसको दिमाग में आया कि मैं एक लंदन में एक बिग स्टोर में जाऊंगा सो दैट आई कैन जस्ट वार्म माई सेल्फ. मैं थोड़ा सा गर्मी करूंगा वहाँ पे. ओके. क्लोजिंग टाइम अराइव्ड एंड एज सुन एज द डोर्स वर शट, Griffin was able to give himself the pleasure of clothing and feeding himself without regard to expense. तो जैसे ही उस लंदन स्टोर का क्लोजिंग टाइम आया तो उनने दरवाजे बंद करने चाहे तो ग्रिफिन ने आहिस्ता आहिस्ता से वहाँ पे एंट्री ली. एंड ही जस्ट एन्जॉयड ऑल द थिंग्स विच वर अवेलेबल देयर. ओके, ही वोर क्लोथ्स देयर, ही फेड हिमसेल्फ विद एक्सपेंसेस. वहाँ पे बहुत सी चीज़ें थी, उसने वो खाई. ही ब्रोक ओपन बॉक्सेस एंड रैपर्स एंड फिटेड हिमसेल्फ आउट विदाउट द वार्म क्लोथ्स. उसने क्या किया? वहाँ पे बॉक्सेस थे, रैपर्स थे, उसने उनको बाहर निकाला और अपने आप को उसने पहनाया. Soon with shoes and overcoat and a wide brimmed hat. Now he also उसने वो हैट भी पहनी ऊपर, ठीक है, वाइड ब्रिम्ड हैट, जिसका बाहर जो हैट होती है उसका बाहर थोड़ा सा हिस्सा होता है. तो शूज़ भी लगाया, ओवरकोट भी लगाया, वाइड ब्रिम्ड हैट भी लगाई इसने. He became a fully dressed and a visible person. Now whenever he puts on his clothes, as I told you, वो दिख जाता था. और जब भी वो कपड़े बाहर निकालता था तो वो इनविजिबल बन जाता था. In the kitchen of the restaurant, he found cold meat and coffee, and he followed up the meal with sweets and wine taken from the grocery store. Finally, he settled down to sleep on a pile of quilts. Now see, we are describing Griffin as a lawless person. He was good in scientific genius, but as far as the human tendency is concerned, he was a lawless person. Okay? He set fire to the house of the landlord. Then he entered this London store illegally. And now what he did there, he put on shoes, overcoat, wide brimmed hat and wear just warm clothes there. सारा कुछ ने वहाँ से किया. अब क्या था? अब खाने के लिए वहाँ उसको चाहिए था कुछ. नाउ ही एंटर्ड द किचन. वहाँ पे रेस्टोरेंट था तो कोल्ड मीट खाया, वहाँ पे कॉफ़ी उसने पी, ठीक. उसके बाद स्वीट्स खाए. देन ही जस्ट ड्रैंक द वाइन फ्रॉम द ग्रॉसरी स्टोर. अब ये सारा कुछ करने के बाद सी कि जो कॉन्शियस लेवल था ग्रिफिन का, हाउ वाज इट? वाज ही थिंकिंग कॉन्शियसली that he's a man, so he should do things which are only legal and avoid those which are illegal. ये वाला कॉन्सेप्ट बिल्कुल इसको नहीं था. Although he was good scientist, but when we describe Griffin as a man, Griffin as a human being, we may deviate from the normal. What he was considered as a scientist may not be considered as a human being. Now he slept on the pile of kilts there. वहाँ पे कुछ कंबल जो वहाँ पे piles थी उस पे वो बैठ के वो आराम करने लगा. If only Griffin had managed to wake up in good time, all might have been well. अगर वो टाइम पे उठ जाता वहाँ पे तो सब कुछ ठीक होता. As it was, he didn't wake up until the assistants were already arriving next morning. Now he woke up late. जब assistants भी आए हुए थे नेक्स्ट मॉर्निंग में, तो अब तो गड़बड़ हो जाएगी, अब तो उसको पकड़ेंगे. When he saw a couple of them approaching, he panicked and began to run. तो जब उसने देखा कि कुछ लोग मेरी तरफ आ रहे हैं, he became panicked. Okay, he was anxious. वो परेशान हो गया. They naturally gave chase. In the end, he was able to escape only by quickly taking off his newly found clothes. So once more, he found himself invisible but naked in the chill January air. Now, the power Griffin was having, as I told you, that was only he was taking off his clothes. This was his power. So, in order to escape from that place, he just took off his clothes easily and became invisible. Okay? Again, he is naked. He is without clothes in chill January air. It was winter there. अब पूरे विंटर में ये अभी विंटर चल रहा था और उसके पास कोई कपड़े नहीं थे. This time he decided to try the stock of a theatrical company in the hope of finding not only clothes but also something that would hide the empty space above his shoulders. Shivering with cold, he hurried to Drury Lane, the center of the theatre world. Now see, we discussed that his adventures were by no means coming to an end. उसके जो adventures थे, जो वो करना चाहता था, वो अभी भी end नहीं हो रहा था. अभी भी दिमाग में है कुछ उसको. Now he decided to enter the theatrical company in this Drury Lane. Okay, and this theatrical company will not provide only clothes. He may use there everything he needed. जो भी उसको चाहिए था वहाँ पे, क्योंकि थिएट्रिकल कंपनी में आपको बहुत सारी ऐसी चीज़ें होती हैं जो कि आप फॉल्स तरीके से पहनते हो. ठीक है, वो आपका अपना नहीं होता बल्कि आर्टिफिशियल होता है. थिएट्रिकल कंपनी इज़ अ वेरी गुड टर्म, ये आपको याद रखनी है. सो थिएट्रिकल कंपनी में जाता है इसलिए ताकि जो भी इसका जो या वो ये पहनना चाहता है, जो भी इसको पसंद है वो ये वहाँ पे चूज़ करें. तो ख़ास तौर पर जो स्पेस था इन बिटवीन हिज हेड एंड शोल्डर, ही वांटेड टू फिल दैट एम्प्टी स्पेस बिटवीन द हेड एंड शोल्डर, दैट इज़ नेक ऑब्वियसली. ठीक है, तो वो गर्दन जो थी, यहाँ पे तो कोट लगता था शोल्डर्स पे, ऊपर सर पे वो टोपी लगाता था, लेकिन ये जो बीच वाला था फेस इसका या इसकी गर्दन, वो दिखाई नहीं देती थी. सो इसीलिए उसने क्या किया, ही डिसाइडेड टू गो टू द ड्ररी लेन विच वॉज एट दैट टाइम कंसिडर्ड टू बी द सेंटर ऑफ थिएटर वर्ल्ड. तो इसने बोला कि मैं ड्ररी लेन जाऊंगा, वहाँ पे बहुत सारे थिएट्रिकल कंपनीज हैं, तो वो वही जाएगा. He soon found a suitable shop. He made his way invisible upstairs and came out. A little later, wearing bandages round his forehead, dark glasses, false nose, big bushy side whiskers, and a large hat. To escape without being seen, he callously attacked the shopkeeper from behind, after which he robbed him all of the money he could find. Now, in the Drury Lane of the Centre Theatre world, he found a very good shop for himself, a very suitable shop. He made his way illegally, hidden, invisible. He went to the upstairs and he just came in a little room there. तो वहाँ से क्या किया इसने, व्हेन ही केम आउट फ्रॉम द शॉप, इसको जो फोर हेड था सामने उस पे इसने बैंडेज लगाए हुए थे. देन ही ऑल्सो हैज़ पुट अप हिज डार्क ग्लासेस, शीशा इसने पहना था, स्पेक्टेकल्स पहने थे इसने, और फॉल्स नोज पहनी थी इसने. एंड ऑल्सो बिग बुशी साइड विस्कर्स. बिग बुशी साइड विस्कर्स जो है इट सिंपली मीन्स अ बियर्ड. बट बिग बुशी साइड विस्कर्स मीन्स आप दाढ़ी रखते हो, आप दोनों साइड से दाढ़ी रखते हो लेकिन बीच में काटते. इवन इन फैक्ट इट वॉज द फैशन इन एंशिएंट टाइम्स. वो बीच वाली दाढ़ी काटते थे जो कि आज फ्रेंच कट रखा जाता है, वही वाला पोर्शन वो काटते थे और साइड वाले वो ऐसे ही रखते थे. सो इसने वो भी पहना वहाँ पे, और एक बड़ी सी हैट पहनी. तो वहाँ से कोई ना देखे इसको, विदाउट बीइंग सीन, व्हाट ही डिड, he callously, he mercilessly attacked the shopkeeper from behind. उसने पीछे से शॉपकीपर को अटैक किया. ठीक है. Now if we analyze Griffin as a man, can a man do like this? Okay, how can a man become so callous? He attacked the shopkeeper from behind. पीछे से उसको मारा. After which he robbed him all of the money he could have find. और जो भी उसके पास पैसा था वो सारा इसने लिया उससे. ठीक है. So, was this humanity? Although he was good in scientific technology, he made himself invisible. But this is the greatest point here we can make. And that is, he could have used this technology or this discovery for the betterment of people. But he didn't do that. He only just, he attacked people. He robbed them of all money, and he did all the things through which he can irritate other people. He set fire to the landlord's house. See how his conscience is. He was a good scientist, but as far as his feelings are concerned, we can say that he was an inhuman being. Or it can also be put like this: he was having no human feelings. So, in order to be a human and in order to be a scientist, these are two things. Okay? You can be at the same time a scientist as well as a human. Okay? But you can only just choose one. You can be a scientist or be a human. Okay? This is one level. But the higher level of it is you can be scientist and you can be a human. This is the higher level of humanity. आप कुछ भी हो सकते हो. आप साइंटिस्ट हो, आप इंजीनियर हो. Everything is good in relation to humanity. If you are humans, if we feel for others, this is what makes us humans. Okay? So we need to develop this thinking, this ideology where we love everybody, irrespective of caste, religion, color. Okay? We are all humans, so we have to love everyone. So the message till now is that the scientific genius in Griffin was, although very much good, it was marvelous, but when we analyze him on the basis or on the parameters of humanity, he just falls down. वो वहाँ से कुछ भी नहीं निकलता है. ठीक है. तो एक इंसानी हैसियत से वो बिल्कुल ज़ीरो है, बट एज अ साइंटिफिक जीनियस ही वॉज वेरी मच प्रोग्रेसिव. ओके. सो आई होप ये वाला पोर्शन आपको समझ आया होगा. सो द नेक्स्ट हाफ of this lesson will be discussed in this second part of the next lecture. Thank you so much. For any query, you can comment me in the comment section. Any query or confusion, it will be highly appreciated. Thank you so much.